Hello users, so now in this video what we can do is we can get all the we can listen for the events which we will receive when a user is connected and disconnected. So to receive an event, what we can do is, first of all, we can say we can like this. So whenever the page is board, it will automatically connect to the socket. And now to listen for event, what is the method is socket.on. So here to listen an event we can use socket.on, and here we can pass the name of the event, like whenever user is connected we are emitting the event user connected. So whenever we want to send an event we use emit, and to receive listen for event we use on and the socket. So socket.on connect user connected function data. In the data we can receive what we will pass here. So we will receive the ID of that user. So what we can do is we can just say whenever the user is connected, so we are passing an ID here dynamically, status underscore. So we can target it by this. So we can say dollar hash socket underscore plus data dot html, and we can say it will be online. So whenever a user is online we can change the inner HTML of that target like this. And same as the user connected, we also receive the event for user disconnected. So we can say socket.on user disconnected, which we are emitting from here. User disconnected function, here we will receive the ID, and we can say let's copy it like from here, chat offline, and you can say offline here. Now let's check it here. So first of all what we can do is we can just say, as you can see I have closed that window, and now Rahul is offline for now, and let's create just restart the server manually once. Now when I started the server, the user connected, and refresh. You can see user is connected, user connected. Now let's in the window, as you can see we can log in Rahul here. So this will be 129, and where I got logged in. See, the status has been changed automatically here from offline to online, and if I close that window, that tab, you can see Rahul is offline, and if we again connect to socket, Rahul will be online. And same here, Ajay is currently online, and if I close that window here, Ajay is get offline instantly. So that's the power of socket, which is so fast to communicate with the servers. So let's for now let's make Rahul offline. now applying. Now I know socket.js. Okay, so now if now let's set up the chat functionality, like need to send message and receive messages. So to start the chat, we need to first select any users. Like currently we have single user, so we can click here, and now our view is here for chat to start. Now we need to first to make this send button working. To do that, you can say we need to create a form here first of all. So we can create a form here. And we can assign an ID, chat form, and here also we can assign ID message input, so you can target that this element, and here type will be submit. So we need to handle the submit event here, like this circle. So whenever this chat form dot on submit function e. So what we will do, whenever the submit button is clicked, we will receive an event. So we need to first of all we need to set the prevent default, so the form will not get submitted and page will not refresh. Now we need to get the data of the message input. So here we can say message equal to dollar message dot well, and we can check if message dot trim dot length is greater than equal to 0, means form is the input field is blank. Then we need to focus the user here dot focus, otherwise we will emit the send message event here. So let's check it first. So if I type, as you can see, whenever I want to send, and it will not submitting the event, and if we are not filled anything here. So now if user has type anything, we need to handle that case also. So what we can do is we can create a blank object here, the data equal to, and we can pass some parameters like user ID means sender, and it will you will receive it from here. Other one is other user ID, and which we have if the user is selected, so we can say other user ID will be, let's check if we are passing it here. Yes, we are passing, or we can get it from other user object. So we need to make a condition here, like other user is there, then you can say other user dot id, otherwise it will be blank. Next is message, and it will be the message. And one more thing what we can need to pass is the name of the other user, so we can show that also. Other user name, and we can select it from here. User dot name, otherwise blank. Now, okay, so our object has been created, and now what we need to do is we need to emit an event. To do emit an event, we will use emit method socket dot emit, and event will be send message, and data will be data. So whenever user submit the form, it will send an event to our Node.js server, and we need to receive that event here from. Okay, and as the message has been sent, we need to also clear this input field dot well blank message input dot blank, and now we need to handle the receive event here. To receive an event, we can say socket dot on send message, and here we will receive all the parameters which we are passing from here, like this object. So now what we need to do is, we first of all we need to create a group ID. So as if you remember, I have already mentioned in the previous video, like group ID we will use group ID to get all the messages. So we can check if data dot user ID is greater than data dot other user ID, then we can say data dot user ID plus data dot user ID, otherwise data dot the user ID plus data dot user ID. So we have created the group ID. Now we need to send an event to the user himself. Okay, so whenever we press this button, the message will get sent. Now we need to do two things. First of all, first we need to receive that event to the user who is sending to, so we can append that data directly, and another one is to the sender. So like two users will receive the same data. One is sender and second is the receiver. So we will receive a receive message event here, and also Rahul also will receive the same event. Okay, so to send an event to the current user, like to the sender, or we can say if I want to send the user who is emitting the event, we can say socket dot. Okay, before that we also need to get the time. Time will be moment dot format, and format will be, let's see, check the format from moment.js. We need to show like this 1046, and format will be this. Hour, minute, we don't want seconds, and let's change it to capital A, so you can get the AM PM in capitalized format. Okay, so now we need to assign the time data.time equals to time, and now we need to send the event to both the users, to sender and the receiver. So to do that, first of all, let's send the event to the sender variable index and sockets data dot user id and emit event socket dot emit to not like this, like sockets, and here you can say data dot user id dot emit, and event name will be receive message and data will be data. So what it will do is it will send and receive a message event to the user who is sending the message. Now we need to also send the same event to the other user who is the receiver, other user id, and also we need to set the index here, receive error. Okay, now we have sent the event. Now we also need to save that message in our database. Query insert into chats, and we can say parameters will be user id, other user id, message, and group id, and let's not set up the isRead, we'll do it later, the isRead functionality, and group id, yeah, and values will be data dot user id and data dot other user id. Again, message will be, we need to set the dot message, and group id will be data dot group id, and now I need to set callbacks here. Here are response. If we just receive an error, you can throw error, otherwise you can say info.log message sent. Okay, so our code is done here. Now let's check our code, and also we'll check the database if our message has been saved or not. Say hi Rahul. Okay, so we had some mistake. So as you can see, our message input has been blank here, and we receive an error, unknown column undefined field list. So insert into chats. Okay, so we have made an undefined error. Group id. Okay, so group id is not in the data object, it can use directly here. Okay, so now say hello send, and yeah, message has been sent. Now let's check our database if it will get inserted in or not. Check our chat app, the chats. Yeah, record has been inserted, user id, other user id, hello. And if we receive it, if we refresh the page, you can see it will be appear here as I have sent the message to Rahul as hello. So the time is coming 10:52 and you hello. So now what we need to do is we need to also catch here the events which we are emitting from here, like receive message, and we will do it in the next video. So I think that's all for now, and in the next video what we will do is we will receive that event, we will receive the event here, and we can directly append the messages here, so we don't need to get to refresh every time. Okay, and that's all for now, and don't forget to like, share and subscribe. Thank you.